Welcome to the interesting bit part of my project, Rock, Paper, Fight. My project was done using HTML and JavaScript. The interesting bit I decided to add was making use of cookies. So I'll be showing a bit of how to create and make use of cookies in a JavaScript project. So what I did in mine is I used it to keep track of a user's login. So after logging in, without the cookie, when we refresh, we're not logged in. Should be quite annoying for users, so we want to make a basic cookie. Now, to make use of cookies, you need document.cookie. If you pull from it, you will get a string representing all the cookies associated with your website. In between each cookie is a semicolon. If you set it equals, you are adding a new cookie. The most basic cookie just needs a name and a value. So if we show cookies, we haven't added any since it only shows one for the site, we see none. But if we make one and show cookie, we have a very basic cookie with a name and a value. So now if we refresh, we're still logged in. The problem is if you don't put any other information, for example, a expiration date, when it's closed out, there won't recognize it, the cookie won't be kept. So the expiration date, while saying it's going to disappear at a certain point, also means it stays generally until longer than just the browser being closed. Another major detail about the cookies is how important the name is. So if you want to have multiple cookies, you need to have multiple names. If you create multiple cookies with the same name, you're not going to get multiple cookies. You're going to have just one cookie. Any of the previous ones get overwritten. So to show an example, make a basic cookie. We've got our basic cookie. Now we make another basic cookie, well, another cookie with an expiration date, but it uses the same name. So show cookies. We still only have one cookie. The cookie now has an expiration date. And if we make another basic cookie, it just keeps getting overridden. So if you want to make a new one, you gotta have a different name. So now let's show the cookies. As far as the expiration date, separated by a comma there, and then expiration equals and a date. Once the current date is past the one set, the cookie should be thrown away. So it should hold till then. The other thing a cookie can add is it can hold a site path. So path equals, generally the default path is where you currently are in the site. In this case, right at the home page. Now if you want to have multiple cookies, you change the name. So if we make another cookie with a different name, now we have two cookies, one with the name session, one with the name rock paper ID. That's the general gist of it. The most basic way to delete a cookie is make another cookie with the same name to override it with just a past expiration date. So I found this place to be useful in just finding the different things about the cookies, and can show you better examples for hands-on for yourself if you want to take a look at that. One generally sanity check for yourself. If you are making the HTML and JavaScript on your own computer and testing it that way, test it with Firefox, not Chrome, because Chrome won't save cookies if it's on your own device. So, for example, make a cookie, show cookies, no cookies, make more cookies, show cookies, still no cookies. But if you do it with Firefox, it will save and show the cookies, so you can test that way. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you have a nice day.